To be quite frank, James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy is the finest Star Wars film since Return of the Jedi. Even more so than 2009's Star Trek, this is a film that captures the sense of wonder around every corner that took the world by storm in the 70s and unleashed the inner child in all of us. The star-bound coming-of-age story hasn't been done this well in decades. And while its story is fairly linear, it supplements the film's strengths. This is essentially Marvel's A New Hope, not just as an analog to that classic, but that it opens up new horizons for the studio juggernaut, and instills in audiences a sense of confidence that there are still new adventures to be had in this narrative universe, and that they will be unapologetically weird and unforgettable. So, yes, we have a band of misfits, much like Firefly, who must overcome their differences and discover the power of friendship. But none of that matters because the strength of the characters on display overcomes any trite narrative themes and devices. It's the Breakfast Club in space. The question isn't whether or not Guardians is a fun, great, irreverent, heartwarming sci-fi romp, because you will be driving home bumping to Blue Sweet's Hooked on a Feeling. The question is whether or not this is Marvel's best film to date, because Gunn's quirky galaxy is irresistibly eccentric, eclectic, and flamboyant, as it rekindles the best parts of pulp sci-fi of yesteryear. This is a film that introduces its protagonist punting small animals to the tune of Redbone's Come and Get Your Love, and introduces a Han Solo-Chewbacca duo in the form of a intelligent sociopathic raccoon and a sentient walking tree. Oh, there's also a Liberace Benicio del Toro to boot. With an eye-popping splash of color and personality in its visuals rarely seen this side of troubled Edgar Wright projects, the film as a whole is as compelling and easy to love as the superhero superstars it introduces. I mean, seriously, is there anything more adorable than Groot? Add to that the stroke of comedy genius that is metaphor-incapable Drax, a irascible, sarcastic sociopath Rocket, a lovable man-child a-hole Star-Lord, and tough beauty Gamora, and your roster of heroes as a whole, one could surmise to be more complex, colorful, and dare I say compelling than the Avengers. Guardians is a relentless film that throws so much at you that multiple viewings should be cited in the marketing as a requirement. Yes, the villains are underserved and thin, and several story threads are never tied, but the main story is, and Peter Quill's arc culminates in a satisfying conclusion that features the best dogfight, montage sequence, kumbaya moment, and dance-off I've seen in years. Yes, you get everything you never realized you wanted from a blockbuster in the span of 20 minutes, and it's amazing. So don't ask yourself whether or not Guardians is right for you. Go watch it right now, because there ain't no thing like Guardians except Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxy is jabber worthy of your time, and I give it a 9 out of 10. You're welcome.